Well, today is Victoria Day in every Canadian province and territory, excluding Quebec. I guess the Quebec exemption is that whole distinct society thingy. In any event, for most Canadian kids, Victoria Day is Fireworks Day. For adults, it's the May 2-4 weekend. It's the unofficial beginning of summer in Canada. But officially, Victoria Day is about honoring Queen Victoria, who reigned as Canada's monarch until her passing in 1901. Now, I ask you, what's wrong with this picture? Well, nothing. Not for me. Not for most Canadians. But like so many ants spoiling a picnic, here come those social justice warriors clamoring for yet more change for the sake of change. Hey, forget about the war on Christmas, folks. Now the progressives are turning their PC sights on Victoria Day. After all, Victoria Day for them is about classism, colonialism, Eurocentric exceptionalism. Oh, and let's not forget white privilege. No, sir, can't have that. Not in the 21st century multicultural Canada. On the media side, the ever-progressive Toronto Red Star usually runs a column around this time of year, bemoaning our celebration of Queen Victoria. Oh, to be clear, they don't want to eradicate the holiday. They still want the day off to goof around, but they'd prefer a less majestic name, a less colonial name, a less white name. A few years back, the Star ran a story about how a group of progressives, including author Margaret Atwood, Green Party leader Elizabeth May, and actor Gordon Pinsent, had signed an online petition to rename the holiday as Victoria and First Peoples Day, even though National Aboriginal Day is celebrated on June 21st. No matter, then there was this gem of a column by Bob Hepburn. No hybrid holiday for Bobby. The title of his rant was, "Let's Get Rid of Victoria Day." Check out this salvo. Canada is a land where people from all parts of the world live, work, and play in harmony for the most part, and where they can celebrate their unique heritages while at the same time being proudly Canadian. So why then, in this country that champions itself as a world leader in multiculturalism and diversity, do we continue to set aside a national holiday to honor a foreign monarch who died more than 100 years ago and who was once the head of the Anglican Church? End quote. Now, I gotta admit, folks, it's perversely amusing to see a progressive liberal tie himself into an ideological knot. For while Hepburn champions world-class diversity and multiculturalism, he has no reservations slamming Britishness and Anglicans. Well, aren't the British and their descendants, as well as those who are members of the Anglican Church, part of Canada's multicultural mosaic? I guess not. What's more, Hepburn doesn't equate Victoria Day with celebration, but rather with sadness. He calls the holiday a sad vestige of British colonialism, and he recalls how as an elementary school child, we pledged our allegiance to the Queen, which sadly immigrants applying for Canadian citizenship must still do. Why is this sad, Bob? If pledging allegiance to the Queen is one of the ground rules for getting into Canada, and a would-be citizen has a problem with that, then maybe this isn't the right country for that person. Indeed, why is it always a case of the tail wagging the dog in this country when it comes to reasonable accommodation, even for those people who aren't even Canadians yet? Thankfully, Hepburn offers some whiz-bang new names for the third Monday in May. There's Jacques Cartier Day, Simon Fraser Day, Peacekeepers Day, Prime Minister's Day. Oh hell, why don't we just jump the Sharknado already and call it Pierre and Justin Trudeau Day? Look, I'm hardly a raging monarchist, but given that this great nation of ours is less than 150 years old, why is there such an obsession in certain quarters to eliminate all of our historical traditions? For example, July 1st is no longer Dominion Day, and heck, we now even turn a blind eye to people walking into voting booths wearing full identity-concealing face masks. Enough is enough. God save the Queen and Victoria Day. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.